I'm really here to draw your attention to the recent video in the news that shows very clear, indefensible misconduct by Tracy police officers Cisneros and Ramirez. And if you bother to watch the video, you'll see Cisneros attempt to forcibly take the citizen's cell phone without any request or lawful justification. You'll see them illegally search a citizen who explicitly denied his consent, and this was not just a pat-down. The citizen's wallet was taken and opened and searched without his consent. And you'll see Ramirez lie repeatedly, claiming the citizen had a concealed weapon, that his possession of a folding pocket knife was a crime, and that Cisneros thought the victim's wallet was Ramirez's. If the victim chooses to sue, he could do serious damage because you each have clear, unambiguous prior knowledge of criminal misconduct by these officers. Let's recall that these are the same officers who previously failed to follow medical protocols after avowed application of life-threatening force. And they used profanity and ridiculed the suspect complaining of his injuries, and they lied in an internal affairs investigation. And these are not allegations, they are facts cited in a police arbitrator's report that you have all been supplied. Let's also recall that police complaints over these actions were made over 11 months ago, and as of last week, the complainant had not received any notification of their disposition. And there's no reason for this delay. The facts were crystal clear and recorded in the record of the arbitration proceedings. And today's Tracy Press, Chief of Police Gary Hampton, states that the police department is now in receipt of a formal citizen's complaint, and by state law and our policy, I will convene a formal investigation. Well, let's further recall that a formal complaint against Mr. Hampton failed to initiate and may have personally blocked these investigations, was not investigated in a direct criminal violation of California law, despite his clear insistence before this council that the same Tracy Police Department policy applies to him. It has been utterly ignored, making a mockery of California law. And each of you had direct knowledge of these facts. The fact is that Ramirez and Cisneros are still on the street, still abusing the citizenry, still violating the law despite complaints made nearly a year ago. The fact is that Mr. Hampton has repeatedly shown contempt for the law. He's repeatedly engaged in documented public dishonesty, and yet he continues to lead the Tracy Police. And this is a disgrace, and it's a direct result of your personal and individual negligence, and your personal and individual violations of your oath, and your personal and individual betrayal of the trust of each and every citizen of this city. And the question before us now is, will you take action? You have the law explained to you by Mr. Hampton. Will you take action and see that these formal complaints are investigated, or will you continue to practice denial and deception in the same way you denied and concealed Mr. Churchill's habitual repeated dishonesty? We will be watching, and you will be held accountable. Thank you.